y'all, it's me again, Meikko Love, and today we're talking about control. Who holds it, who enforces it, and who suffers when it's taken away. Around the world, women are being punished just for living on their own terms. Some lose their freedom, others lose their lives. So what happens when a girl's voice becomes a threat? In January 2025, 14-year-old Hira Anwar was murdered by her father and uncle. Her crime? Posting TikTok videos. Hira was a Pakistani American born and raised in New York. Her family spent 25 years in the US before returning to Pakistan. Like any other American teenager, she found joy in social media, something that should have been a harmless part of growing up. But her family saw it differently. They allegedly took issue with how she dressed and conducted her life. Her father called it shameful. He decided she had gone too far, and so he took her life. This kind of homicide committed by a family member is called an honor killing, a tactic used to punish women and girls for stepping outside of the roles forced upon them. The accused claims the victim has disgraced the family, but the real issue isn't honor, it's control. Hira's story is heartbreaking, but it isn't isolated. Hundreds of women in Pakistan alone are killed every year under the guise of honor. This isn't just a cultural problem. Violence against women for daring to live freely is a global phenomenon. Saman Abbas was 18 when her family killed her in Italy for rejecting an arranged marriage. Kandil Baloch, a bold and outspoken social media influencer in Pakistan, was strangled to death by her brother for dishonoring their family. Noor Muqaddam, a diplomat's daughter, was brutally murdered for saying no to a man. Women who dare to be seen, who step outside of the lines drawn for them, pay the price. Hira Anwar, a teenager, was simply living and expressing herself on TikTok. Freedoms many American girls take for granted. But for Hira, as for many women globally, living on their own terms can become dangerous. Now, before anyone says, that doesn't happen here, let's connect the dots. Hira's story is a part of a pattern of systems that purport to protect women and often do the opposite. On the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women, November 25th, a report titled Femicides in 2023 revealed that femicide, the most extreme form of violence against women and girls, remains pervasive globally. In 2023 alone, 85,000 women and girls were intentionally killed worldwide. Of those, 60% were murdered by an intimate partner or family member. That breaks down to 140 women and girls dying every day at the hands of someone they know. In fact, in the US, the violation of women's bodies has been legislated. In 2022, the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, stripping women of their right to abortion. Women are now facing limited control over their bodies, with doctors forced to deny life-saving care and women investigated for miscarriages. In Texas, lawmakers seek to criminalize women who travel for abortion care. In Missouri, a woman was denied birth control because a pharmacist disagreed with it. In Alabama, a ruling threatens access to IVF by considering frozen embryos as children. Hira's story echoes across the world. When women express autonomy, whether through social media or reproductive choice, they face punishment. Think about it. How many women online get doxxed, the act of publicly revealing private or personal information without consent, often to intimidate or harass, or sent death threats just for sharing their opinions? How many domestic violence stories have ended with men murdering their partners for trying to leave? How many states are passing laws to control what women wear and what they can do with their bodies? Until 2020, North Carolina had a law that said a woman couldn't withdraw consent and call the next actions rape. Child marriage, where at least one person is under 18, is still legal in 37 states across America. Doxxing is a nationwide issue, and activists and women of color are the main targets. About 4% of Americans, around 11 million people, report being victims of doxxing attacks. It's all connected. The goal has always been the same: to silence us. We cannot sit idly by while women around the world, including right here in the US, are silenced, controlled, and punished for simply claiming their voice and their rights. The fight for women's rights means more than changing laws. It's about dismantling the systems and cultural norms that enforce control. That was a code we needed to break. Keep pushing boundaries, questioning the status quo, and raising your voice for those who can't. Every voice matters, every action counts, and together, we reclaim our power. What do you think? I'd like to hear your thoughts. I'm Meikko Love, and this is Generation Girl Code. I'll see you soon.